I found this seat pad on Amazon and it changed my life on both my motorcycles. So it's cheap, 30, 40 bucks, and it really works well. Also, it doesn't look too bad. Had problems finding a kickstand pad for the Burgman 400 that was relatively cheap. So found this one on Amazon. I think it's less than $20, and it seems to fit perfectly if you put a couple thicknesses of bicycle tire tube rubber underneath it. It fits perfect. 400 Burgman that I dearly love. It's my second one, and it's the finest two-wheel conveyance known to mankind as far as I'm concerned. But it does have one drawback. It has limited fuel range. So the Burgman has a 3.6 gallon fuel tank, and that can be a problem on a long day where you don't want to stop a bunch of times for gas. This the Kawasaki Versys I have has a 4.5 gallon tank, and I can go 200 miles all day for me on that. So I kind of want to figure out a way to improve how much fuel I can carry. So I went on Amazon and I found this 3/4 gallon fuel tank that I thought would be a good idea to try on there. So I tried several options to figure out where to put it on the bike. So I bought it, and let's see what we got. Nope. I'm thinking that could end very badly. Nope. Aha, I think I've got it. I bet if I put it in there that I could still use it to put my helmet in on days that I wasn't going on a long trip, and then I could put the helmet under the seat. Maybe it'll work. So I measured from the bottom of the tank and to the mount, and it came out to be about 4.25 inches. So I cut a piece of stiff paper and cut it at 4.25 inches and put it under the mount so that I could locate the holes I needed to drill to mount that. I figured 2 out of 4 holes would be plenty enough to keep it in there because the bottom of it kind of sits on the bottom of the trunk. There's a crease in the trunk that I wanted to make sure I avoided with the holes. So the 4.25 inches works out just about perfect so that the holes you drill miss that crease. So I drilled the holes first, and then you might notice the piece of wood laying it around. Well, I used a piece of 3/4 inch scrap to make a shim to shim it out because the top case is curved at the bottom a little bit. So you got to shim it out about 3/4 of an inch, and the piece of wood I had there worked great. I had it. And also the bolts I used were toilet bolts. Happened to be the right length because the stock bolts that come with the tank are not long enough to go through everything. So a 1/4 inch toilet bowl bolts worked really well. And I cut them off, and looks okay to me. One thing I want to mention is on this little lock mechanism, it's got a little washer on it. If you don't pull that out, it won't lock. So pull it out, throw it away. So to put the thing in, all you do, obviously grab the tank. This little thing right here, can you see this? See these little knots, little things right here? They fit in there. So when you put it in, you kind of got to make sure it ends up like that. But they kind of fit in there as it gets tight. And now focus on this. And you just put it on like that. And just spin it a while until it gets snugged up a little bit. And then you line this thing up like that, and you can hear it click. And then this goes in like this. And then you just shove this in here like this. Maybe move it around a little until it goes lock. Now, so I want to use this on long trips. When I'm going to go on a trip where I'm going to be out away from gas stations, put this in there. And if I need to store the helmet someplace, put it in there. So this comes out easily. Pull it out like that. Unspin this. Pull this out. And then when you want to put your helmet in there, this doesn't get in the way of most helmets. Imagine a full face helmet would just go in there like that, but you just put that like that and there you are. So I like the pad so much that I put it on my Versys X300. It changed everything on both motorcycles. I can ride long distances. I can run a full tank through either motorcycle and not be dead. And I just love my little motorcycles. I've had over 35, maybe 40 different motorcycles in my life, and I have more fun on the little ones. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye.